up, y'all? This is your girl T to the Shoy, the founder and CEO of Girl Wake That Ass Up. And welcome to Girl Wake That Ass Up podcast. Today is a very special day because I do feel like it's divinely appointed just because of all the hiccups that we had just to record the first podcast.
Yeah.
Producer, I call him Cuz, the producer of the show as well. He texted me at about 12 something, like, this not working. I'm doing my makeup, and I'm just like, God, ancestors, all y'all, Bree, I leave that to y'all. Let them figure it out. And then you see? And then we will get it. I'm telling y'all.
You know, like, when stuff like that happens because of something big and powerful that needs to get out there.
Yeah.
But it's not trying to get out there.
I mean, let me tell you, because this about to set some people free.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to have some mad folks up in here. And I don't care.
So, today's topic is about death, dying, and grief. I don't even know what the title is, y'all. I am just out here and we're just doing it, and I have two of my beautiful sisters here with me, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves and who they are and what they do. Briannie, who are you?
Hi. My name is Briannie. On social media, you may know me as Bree Simone. I am a licensed esthetician and an aspiring makeup artist. Hey, y'all.
Yay! Sandy?
I am Sandy, a warrior.
Period.
I'm not into social media as much,
But
I'm going to get there. You know, I am a mother. I'm still a mother.
Yes.
You know, I'm still standing. You know, we're going to make this work.
Yep.
That's it.
We're going to make it work.
Come on, warrior.
We're going to make it work.
Warrior. So let's get into the meat real. Let's just dive into it. So, all of us have experienced some kind of death in our life that has shaken us to the core. And as women, a lot of people, I would say some people in our circle and even distance, look at us and wonder how we have made it, right? So tell me about...
Made it being loosely.
So tell me about your most recent death and how did you guys have to take it? Sandy, you just got here from a funeral.
Okay.
You literally came here straight from a funeral.
Okay. My life is difficult.
Okay.
Very difficult. People will look at me and say, why? And I'm like, why not? I always been a chauffeur person. My patients have never been tested, and it's been tested for 5 years.
Wow.
When my daughter, Brianna, got sick, it was, 2018? Should I go into the story?
Yes. Absolutely. That's what we hear.
She got sick 2018. In 2018, we found out she had cancer. You know, as a mom, you don't wanna believe it. You don't wanna believe, no. I want second opinions, you know. So, long story short, she got cancer in 2018.
How old was she when you found out?
She was 6 years old.
6.
Summer break.
Yeah.
And she had cancer. Now, this is where the story gets interesting.
Right.
Just finished. She just got to big girl school. It was elementary. She was in daycare, you know. Graduated VPK. Now she did her first year as a kindergarten at Huber Assembly. Okay. Summer comes in to get ready for first grade. Mind you, she never started first grade. During the summer, I said, you know what, let me sign her up for the camp. First time, you know, me as a mom, I don't want her to go to camp because she might get hurt. You know?
Yeah.
So that Monday morning, I went to Miami, sign her up. Okay. Monday morning. That Sunday before Monday, I had a dream of her. Sleeping. My brother walked into the room in my dream. I woke up to get ready for work. And I said, oh, come on, Brianna, wake up. We have to get ready. So Uncle could bring you to camp. She didn't wake up. I took a shower, came back. Brianna, wake up. Uncle have to take you to camp. I got to get you ready so you could take you to camp. Never woke up. Jimmy being the man he is in my dream, he got frustrated. He came like, come on, Bri, gotta get up, gotta get up. She finally woke up. She closed her eyes, walking towards us near the hallway of my home. She said, I don't want to go to camp today because I don't want to die.
Oh, no.
In my dreams.
That's crazy.
She turned around and went back to bed. I told my dad. He said, no, don't send her to camp. So that's that Monday. So that day, Jimmy brought her to swimming class. She spent, I think, a week there, swimming class. The following week, that Wednesday, Jimmy brought her to swimming class. I'm at work, just started a new job, career, everything. Phone blowing up, I can't pick it up because I'm in a meeting. Phone blowing up, I can't pick it up because I'm in a meeting. There's something 911 call, answer the call, I didn't answer. Jimmy sent me a picture, blood, bathroom, there's blood everywhere.
This is your daughter.
My daughter in real life now.
Yeah.
I was like, what happened? I don't know, I think her period came on. I said, no, that's too much blood for a 6-year-old to be gushing like that. Okay, I left and came home. She was fine, playing. Okay. I said, no, what, we're going to the hospital just in case.
Yeah.
Driving to the hospital, 8:26, she's like, I have cramps. My phone died.
At 6?
6 years old. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's her period.
Yeah, yeah.
I went to her clinic first. She couldn't stay still. They said we can't see her here because we don't know what's going on. We went to the nearest ER. Phone died. GPS gone. Don't know where I'm going.
Wow.
I'm not used to Miramar. I was found on the blue H. We got there. Now she's screaming bloody murder. They calm her down with morphine to find out she had a big tumor sitting on her left kidney. In a drive-in may have her kidney. That's why she screamed.
Wow.
We did x-rays. It came back that it was stage 5. I'm like, how is it
Stage 5 what?
5 Worm's tumor on her kidney? How? How would they see this coming? Okay. Now, we beat it. We did treatments.
Yeah.
After a year, she went a whole year of treatment. We beat it.
When you say treatment, what kind of treatment?
She did a year of chemo.
At 6?
Yeah. She did a year of
Her
chemo.
little body?
And radiation for 7 days.
Oh my gosh.
She did a good year, cancer-free. 2020, it came back again. Second time. This time she had a longer year of chemo.
Yeah.
And she had a more intense radiation. 14 days now. Another good year. I'm cancer-free, I'm good. That's where the 1820 came from, her hashtag.
Yeah.
We're good. I think it came back the third time, right? The third time was 22. Because she took pictures at Annie's house with the 1 year cancer-free
Okay.
poster.
Yeah.
Came back in 2022. That's where Annie was more involved, with the third time it came back.
Yeah.
It was just land from there. Came back the third time. I'm skipping a lot because I don't want it to be very,
Yeah.
So the third time it came back so quick. We thought we got rid of it. We did surgery, chemo, and she was fine. That's when the water retention started. She got water in her lungs around Thanksgiving of 2022. Right? Yeah, she had water in her lungs. She was due to go to the hospital for intense chemo because it came back the 4th time.
In August.
In August of last year.
So this 6-year-old.
Well, now she was 11.
Yeah, at the time
10.
she was 10.
Yeah, at the time
She did
was
all
10.
that. Remember, we're skipping a lot of events that happened between time because we don't have that much time.
Right.
But her little body from 6 until the day she passed at 11 this year went through a lot. She went through I think she suffered more the 3rd and the 4th relapse because she was in ICU twice. And she died in ICU.
Okay.
So,
tell me one more time. So, you're basically saying your most recent heart-wrenching death and transition that you had was your daughter,
yeah. And it's
who
been
passed away at the age of 11.
4 months ago.
So, from the age of her 6 and 11, as the mother, you were dealing with all of that with the... Like, that's emotional, guys.
Yeah.
Like, the cancer is gone. Cancer come back. Cancer gone. cancer come back.
Because between the third and the fourth time, it wasn't that far apart. It wasn't even 6 months.
No, not even 6 months. It wasn't even a month. 6 months. It came right back.
Because after the third time, she had surgery. And it was like, okay, this is what they told us. Oh, we got everything.
Yeah.
Everything is good. Everything is gone.
Fine.
She doesn't need to do chemo anymore or whatever. But they always had like yeah, she's good. But
yeah.
and we like, okay, what's the but for? If she's good, why you got buts? It
Right.
could never give like a straight up answer. It was like, well, she's just fine. She's just fine. It's just precaution. But then the fourth time, that was just crazy. That was.
It came back so.
It was so quick,
fast.
so fast, so unexpected, and like we said, she just had surgery. They just said that they took everything.
Yeah.
Right.
For you to come back, not even 6 months, and be like, okay, well, it's back again. What? Like, how do you wrap your head around that?
It was a month.
It was a month.
And she was tired.
Of course, going back, I can only imagine going back and forth to the hospital, you know, chemo, doctors, all this
All
stuff.
the time.
Getting her little body though.
Yeah, she had a tube in her stomach. You had to drain every hour. Every hour we were draining to where she like, is there any more to drain? That's how I knew it was done. Because she was so full of fluid
Yeah.
that when we drained her, it was coming out anymore.
Right.
So I knew it was time.
So, again, the podcast is to help, and we're talking about death and dying, right? And as faith women, which I know you guys are women of faith and spiritual women, how did you continue to stay grounded, and forgive me if I'm offending you, through the dying phase? Because she was dying, and yet you had your faith and you believed. I'm assuming that you guys was believing that she was going to get better, because if God did it 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but this last time it is the dying phase. How the hell did y'all? How y'all made it, and how are y'all able to sit right here to talk? Because right now I think I'll be in a crack house. Can I be honest? I don't know.
You never know. You think that that's how you would be, because me and Sandy had those conversations where we were like, you know, we not gonna make it. Like, if we don't make it, we won't think none of it. Like, literally, we had these conversations. We said we like, if she doesn't make it, we're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
We said it. But you never know how you're gonna deal with a situation until you're faced with that situation. A lot of times, people may say, "Oh, you know, you're so strong." I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice.
Right.
I have to be strong right now, you know, because what people don't realize is that even while she was still here, we were still dying on the inside. We were dying on the inside.
Shit. Explain that. How would you verbally put dying on the inside? Like, what is that?
You're dead.
I used to call it a slow death.
Yeah.
Slow death.
I call it a slow death because dying inside, but still keeping that positivity,
so that
way she don't feel like she's dying,
or she doesn't feel guilty, or feel like,
because she felt guilty.
She felt like we were all mad at her. She felt like we blamed her for being sick, and we were putting on a front, being fake around her, like trying to fake to be happy, and it was like, no, we really are happy because you're here, because we're around you, you know. And then to hear your niece say, "Oh, I feel like you guys are just fake being happy just for me."
Yeah, that hurts.
How could you not die? How could you not die on the inside?
That is heartbreaking.
Because she made a comment. She said she thought she's a burden to us.
She said that.
Oh, yeah. And I'm like,
she's only
10 at the time.
10.
And I said, why are you thinking a burden? She's like, because I'm not happy anymore. I feel like when Auntie Annie come or Jimmy got put in the front.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's the truth. She felt like we was faking it. just for her, and it's like, no.
So let's be honest. Were y'all faking it? Was it a burden? Were you tired? Because now let's talk about, this is a young lady that was intuitive.
It wasn't faking it. Oh my gosh.
It wasn't a fake.
It wasn't faking it because we knew that every day with her was a blessing. So instead of looking at her sickness,
Right.
we just looked at her just still being here. Because we knew what it was. I think it was around December. Me and Sandy was talking, and at that point we was like, okay, you know, God gonna do what He want. We could pray as much as we want to, but at the end of the day, God is gonna do what He wants to do, because you're not just looking at a child who's sick. You're looking at a child who's low key dying, and you can't do anything. When I said we did so much research, I used to be at work, and we used to have a three-way FaceTime call.
Yeah.
Where we talked about research that we found out, teas that we found out, medicine that we found out. It was to the point where November, they told us that they was not going to do any more chemo. There wasn't anything else that they could do, to the point where her uncle found a last resort hospital. To the point where when we called them, they thought we were referred by a doctor. We was like, no, this is just research we found and that we seen. And it's a lot.
She was even doing her own research.
Yeah.
She would even tell us.
She's doing her
when
own
we come
research.
in the house, if I come in, she'll phone, iPad. Annie, look, Auntie Annie, look. I gotta eat a lot of berries.
Yeah.
Have you ever had wheatgrass?
Yeah.
Wheatgrass. I gotta drink wheatgrass.
Trying.
I gotta drink my celery juice.
Yeah.
I gotta drink. She
tried her best to stay here. She said it. I want to be here for Imani.
She fought, even up until her last breath.
And thank God I see that. Oh, people telling me after.
Fought.
Because I laid on her during her last breath.
Yeah.
But everybody stood around her bed. It's after it told me that you should have seen her face when she took her last breath. I'm like, oh, no, thank God I didn't see her face. They said she took her last breath with so much might, when she bit the bottom of her lip and took it. And I'm like, okay.
So, Bri, I want to go back to, because I think this would help somebody. When you guys surrendered the process, that takes a lot for somebody to do. Because in our natural state, we want to do research. Pray. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with prayer.
Yeah.
But there is, like, what was the moment that you said, okay, God, you just gonna have to do this yourself, because this is too much.
Yeah.
The look on her face.
The look on her face. When you could tell she was tired. You could tell. We was in ICU. This happened in February. Something happened with her heart, and she then ended up in ICU. And the look on her face this time around was different. It was so different, even from January. But this time when I seen her, it was different. It was so, you could tell she was tired, but she was still kind of trying, because the answers weren't full sentences anymore. The answers was just like, yeah, no, I'm okay. Literally, that was it.
Yeah.
From someone who would sit there and talk your head off. Okay? Because Bree could talk.
She could talk.
Bree will talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. To go from, to talking, like, this, and when I get home, we're going to play with this, and we're going to play with that, to just it being like, you okay? Yeah. You uncomfortable? No. You want to lay down? No.
Yeah, that's all she did.
That's all she was giving.
So what advice, being the fact that you women have already lived through that, what advice would you give someone who's dealing with the same thing but do not want to surrender that person. Because, excuse me, you do have some people that are in situations where their parents or their loved ones or their child is literally hooked up to machines and it's like a vegetable in the hospital.
The only thing that I could say is you have to get outside of yourself. Because at the end of the day, you have to, how I looked at it was, what if that was me? You know, what if I was in her shoes?
Yeah.
I'll be tired. I wouldn't want to fight anymore. Yeah. I wouldn't want to keep going. You know, keep every 2 minutes. We got to draw more blood. It's like, oh my gosh, I just came in here 2 seconds ago and got some, you know. And also, it's, for us, it took a while. It took a long time for us to get to that point. Because after a while, you just have to be like, okay, you got to ask yourself a question. Is it selfish of me to still want you to be here? Or, you know, is it me that really want you to stay? Do you even want to stay? That's the question. That was the hardest question we ever had to ask her. Do you still want to fight?
Yeah.
And then you could tell she, at one point you could tell she kind of wanted to be like, no. You could tell she wanted to say no.
She didn't want chemo anymore.
She didn't. She didn't.
But do you blame her? She's a little girl. She's supposed to be playing and running around.
She was a little girl with the old soul. Bree was just telling me straight up. She's like, what's the point of doing chemo? He's coming back. A 10-year-old telling me that, she's like, it is what it is. She said that I just don't want to leave you and Imani behind. That is telling me, even, it's like saying, I'm not afraid to die. I just don't want to leave you guys behind.
Yeah.
Bree, this is what I see, and this is what I'm believing.
Yeah.
My daughter was gone before she was gone.
Wow.
People ask me, how am I making peace with this? How am I even standing?
Yes, correct.
I went to work, was it 2 months after her death?
2 months, yeah.
And walk in that hospital like...
Hold on. Wait a minute. Don't just drop that. So, baby girl, the child that you carried in your womb for 9 months.
9 months.
That had to deal with Wilms tumor from 6 to 11.
5 years.
Back and forth, chemo,
Yeah.
She passed away. Where did she pass away at? The hospital?
At the hospital. Almost at home.
2 months later, you got a job where?
At the hospital.
Doing what, Sandy? You better be at the receptionist in the front door.
No, I'm not. I am actually doing birth certificates for babies.
Girl, you crazy as hell.
I am around babies and mothers. I am hearing babies cry.
Sandy, are you mad? Sandy!
And to be honest...
Wait, no. So this is the shit that like, even myself on the outside looking in, I know you guys are family, but you the child that you carried in your womb for 9 months, blah blah blah. We just said all of this. 2 months. I'm assuming you grieved in 2 months and you just woke your ass up and just decided to go back to work, and then you decide to go work in the hospital with babies.
You know what I did when she passed?
A baby certificate.
And ask Annie.
I can't even say what is it? Certificate.
When she passed away, remember? I was on her chest. Did a good cry. What did I do right after? All right, I'm good. Let's go.
So where's that power of girl wake that ass up? That's that girl wake that ass up power.
I don't know what it is. But you see how this bounces back from that crying?
Yes.
Every time I start crying, I feel someone say, Mom, stop. You know, stop. It just go, I'm good.
I think it's because, like, I always say this. You have to have known her for who she is as a person to be able to still keep going.
Keep pushing.
Because, like, for us, we say it all the time. Being the fact that we know that she felt guilty while she was here and sick and feeling that, you know, she was a burden to us, we're doing her a disservice if we just sit around and just mope, knowing that that's not what she wanted us to do.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You know, she was 10 and she showed more strength than anybody that I've ever
dealt with.
Been around. Mind you, homegirl had surgery.
Same day.
C-section surgery.
3 times.
And I had a C-section. Okay? I was crying like a little girl. You couldn't get me out the bed. You could not get... Walk where? Walk who?
Yeah.
Walk who?
Not
Brianna.
Not Brianna.
Brianna would get out of surgery 2 hours later. Come on, Mom, we gotta go walk.
She'd walk.
Walk where? Where we walking to?
She had 2 cuts and one going down around her belly button. Same day. Mama got this bathroom. We're in the recovery room. It's not even 30 minutes after you just had surgery. They said, no, Brianna, you need a wheelchair. She said, no, I don't. I said, no, and then the nurse, no, okay, per hospital's policy, you need a wheelchair. So we just put her in the wheelchair. She got up and walked into the bathroom.
Put her in that wheelchair. Old girl give you the biggest attitude
in the world.
It's like, I could walk.
Yeah.
Literally, she'd be like, I can walk. I don't really need this wheelchair. I can walk. Ma'am, if you don't go sit down somewhere, literally that's what we had to do.
You know what killed Bree too? Right. Not having independence. When she had to wear them diapers for them 2 weeks because she's not able to get up and walk anymore because she got so swelled up with ascites and the fluid, she did not want to wear diapers. And I said, Bree, from my back, I cannot. Me and Grandpa, it's hard for us to lift you up and walk to her, come on, let's lift her chair. Yeah. To where she wouldn't care. She'll wait till we sleep and she'll try herself to get up that lazy boy to where she fell. And we're like, why are you doing this to yourself? And she said, I'm not peeing in a diaper, Mom. She would have died than pee. Within a week, she was gone. Yeah. And we believe also she died of heartbreak because she had to go to a children's hospital in Tampa that Monday, the 27th. Yeah. To see if they could have helped kill the tumors.
That was the one for the last resort. And we called them and they were like, yes, we'll take her. We got the call.
It was Friday.
Wednesday. No, we got the call Tuesday that they were going to take her. They wanted to do it for that Monday. We were all excited. We were all planning.
At the car rental.
We was going to pack up in a car. Was going to go with her. The people at the hospital, her regular hospital, was like, no. We was like, no, we're going to try it. You guys don't want to try anything, so we're going to go. And then that Friday morning, they called and they said, we checked her charts, we looked over it plenty of times, and, there's nothing that we could do. You could literally see the
she was done.
After she didn't speak.
She was done. After I told her Friday that, she had her phone where she was going to do stuff for her uncle, go visit Universal, go to a restaurant, and I said, Bree, the doctor called and said that they can't do it anymore, so we're not going no more. Okay.
That was
the last she said.
Ever heard.
That's it. She was done talking.
Wow. After that,
she didn't. You know, it's crazy. She didn't even make it to the 27th.
She didn't even.
Was supposed to leave that morning to go to Tampa.
Wow. 27th. That Friday.
That Friday. She started talking.
And I remember that Friday. I remember that Thursday. That Thursday we went. I was there at the house with her before we even got the news. I was like, "You excited?" That was the most we ever heard her talk. Yeah. In like excited. 2 months.
Yeah. She was excited to go because she
excited to go. Yeah. She's like, there's these restaurants we could go try. Yeah. We was like, okay, we're gonna go try it. We're gonna hear what they have to say. After that, after the appointment, we're gonna go to the restaurants, we're gonna go to Universal, we're gonna do all of those things. Friday, she said okay. Then I told Sandy, I was like, me and Imani, we're gonna come over. Because me and Imani was going over like 2 to 3 times a week since December, I think. We'll go over 2 to 3 times a week. And then that Friday, sleep. When I say slump,
she didn't wake up not one time.
Like she didn't wake up.
Imani tried to wake her up.
Usually when she hears Imani, even if she's sleepy, you'll see the tiredness in her face, but she still stay up. She did not wake up. The nudging, everything. We tried to give her medicine, nothing. She would not wake up. Saturday was so hectic because it happened so early in the morning. Because she was always complaining about her breathing, like, I'm having trouble breathing. Then that Saturday, she went to the hospital and then she was on the oxygen. She stubborn as ever, didn't want to keep the oxygen. She didn't want it. Always like, you breathe, you have to keep it in your nose.
She didn't want it.
She didn't want it, and then it's the craziest part is sometimes you do have a feeling of certain things, because me and Sandy talked about it Thursday. And
what's it? What y'all talk about?
So, February, she did have an incident where her heart did stop. That was, oh my gosh, that was scary. And then we were talking, I forgot what we were talking about, but then sis was like, if something happens again, like what happened, I'm just not, like we were just like,
I'm good.
We're okay, because she's had enough. You can tell she's tired. And like, to continue to put her body through it, it was too much. And I was like, I said, okay, all right. I agree with you.
Right.
She has been through a lot. To then, mind you, that was Thursday. To then Saturday, the doctors asking us, she was in ICU. It was only me and Sandy there.
Yeah.
And then the doctors coming to us and being like, okay, so it looks like, her heart rate is shooting up. If it passes the 200s and it stops again, what do you want us to do? Bitch, we looked at each other. Bitch, we looked at each other and literally just was like, we didn't even say anything. We was just like,
but we knew it afterwards.
Like that. We was just like that.
We knew. Just let her go.
He was, the doctor's face looked so
shocked,
hurt.
Yeah.
And we just broke down. Like, we literally broke
as a
down.
parent, how do you tell someone, just let her go?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to fight? Why fight? You gonna fighting, and you're gonna put her in
more
pain.
tubes.
It's a sin.
More pain.
To me, it is a sin.
It was.
Is it a sin or selfish?
Sin. Selfish. That's a sin. To keep someone here
to have
suffering because of your feeling,
because you don't want them to go.
That hurts
more.
Your
heart to break.
Why would I put you on a ventilator? What? To come here every day, you're in a ventilator. You can't talk. You can't walk. We gotta keep changing you.
Yeah.
Why? You're hurting.
Yeah.
You've been fighting for 5 years. My dad tried. He tried to bring her back so many times.
Yeah, of course.
And he would keep playing with her heart and told her, say, Dad, let her go.
Oh, he was pissed?
Oh, yeah, he was mad.
Baby.
He
was upset like a kid who went in the corner.
The whole time.
Like
the whole time.
Phone like this. He didn't look at none of us.
None of us.
He didn't want to talk to none of us. And it was crazy because before Dad and Jimmy got there, her heart rate was true. Yeah. It was actually after Imani.
That's why her heart rate shoot up.
So we was there, and they was telling us all the things or whatever. And in my head, I was like, okay, I kind of want to FaceTime Imani, but I'm like, I knew in my heart that's just all she wanted.
Yeah.
Because the love that she had for her was ridiculous. So I was like, okay, no. I was like, okay, Brie, I'm going to bring Imani tomorrow. This is Sunday. I'm talking to her. I'm like, girl, Imani come tomorrow, Monday, okay? Tomorrow's Monday. Imani's coming tomorrow, boo-boo, okay? To come and see you. Then her heart rate was good and steady. Boom. Who texts me?
To show
this one. You want me to FaceTime you? Imani could see.
It's like she was in the room with us.
It's literally. And I'm like, girl. I was like, because I thought it and now you're saying it,
Let's
I'll
go ahead.
do it.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Let's go ahead and do it. Did it. Mind you, homegirl opened her eyes for none of us.
None of us.
None of us in those 2 days. Because remember, she was there Saturday, and this is now Sunday. Didn't open her eyes, nothing. She seen Imani, her eyes stayed
wide open.
Looked. Imani said, mwah. Did that wave.
When she did that wave, her eyes closed.
That wave, her eyes closed.
Her heart shot up.
Heart rate shot up. We was like, hold on.
I said, Brie, you can't go yet until Grandpa and Uncle come. You can't go yet.
So we need you to wait for Grandpa, Uncle. Grandpa,
Jimmy was speeding. He got there.
They got there.
He got
Grandpa
there.
and Uncle came. I think they got there like around 4 something.
Yeah, almost 5.
Almost 5.
She passed at 6:55.
Wow.
So she took her last
breath. Yeah. They had to close the door. No one wants to come in.
To close the door, curtain.
Yeah. And they say, okay, we can't have nobody else come in. Whoever's in, gonna stay in because she's transitioning. Man, when they heard that she transitioned, I heard screaming and yelling down the hallway. I'm like, oh my God, my sisters couldn't come in, our friends couldn't come in. I'm like, guys, I'm sorry, but when the patient is transitioning and they're at their last breath, they want that peace. They want that
peace. Like watching that monitor
Ugh.
Watching the heart, watching everything just about to
end that line. They didn't want to leave it on. But
yeah, they wanted to turn it off.
I'm like,
halfway
no,
through.
Leave it on. No.
We was like, no.
Leave it on.
Leave it on.
They said they don't want
it. They was like, no, that's harder. We was like,
no.
Well, this is the hardest thing. We ain't nothing harder than it's nothing harder than watching your loved one lay there, and then they take their last breath. It's like your whole soul, like
yes.
It's like,
what do you do? You're not there.
So this is tough, and I do feel that other people have experienced something exactly like this or something close to it. But it's been how many months now?
it's
4.
4 months. Honestly, how are you ladies managing? How are you coping with her transition? First of all, you work at a hospital in the babies with the birth certificate. So my mind cannot fathom that you...
And I already been to 2 to 3 funerals of babies.
How many
kids.
funerals?
2 to 3, right after my daughter passed. I went to a funeral. My daughter's service was that Saturday. The following Saturday, I went to a funeral of 2 more kids that passed away. Mm-hmm. And after that, I went to another one. And people look at me like, what are you doing here?
Right.
Why are you still standing? And mind you, my only child. Not 1, 2, and even if you have 10, losing a child is no difference. And that's where like I said, the ignorance
Correct. Because here it is now, you buried your own child, then you show up for other people because you understand the pain.
Yeah.
So what irks you or what bothers you about humans and their ignorance when it comes to illness and death?
Stop imagining, right? Yeah. Stop trying to imagine the pain that we're going through. You're making it worse for yourself.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Like,
it's somebody trying to put themselves in our place that have never lost a child. Where you say, oh my God, I can't imagine how I'm going to feel if I ever lose one of my child. The universe heard that. Do you want to imagine how it feels to lose a child?
You better say something.
Do you want to know how I feel?
You better say something. Hold on. You better say, words are powerful.
Stop it.
Life and death in the tongue.
The tongue is very heavy.
It's very powerful.
Yeah.
What you call on yourself, it can come to you. It may not come today, may not come tomorrow, may not come in 2 years.
Yeah.
But it will come.
So people tell me that all the time. I don't know what else I've done. I don't know if I lose my daughter, how I'm going to feel.
So what should people say, though? Like,
don't say nothing at all.
So is it better that their presence is there?
Yes.
Should they just send you a heart emoji?
Yes.
Should they send flowers? What should people say? Because guess what? People don't know what the fuck to say.
Oh no, and that's exactly what you need to say.
Nothing?
People come to me and say, Sandy, I don't know what to say. Mm-hmm. And I say, you know what? And that's okay.
So is it better for people just to say, sis,
I don't know.
What you going through right now, some fucked up shit?
Yeah. Yes.
And I don't know what to say, but just know if you need me, I am here.
That's it.
But what is the reality of people doing that though?
They don't.
I feel like
life go back to how it was after death.
And I remember I had said that to you. I was like, all right, now see people blowing up your phone. Okay.
Yeah.
I said, give them a month. I said, after a month, everything goes back to normal, and you're by yourself, and you sit in those.
But you know why? It's because of the strength that you show people. Mm-hmm. When you show people you're strong, oh, she's good. She's doing good. But if I wasn't doing good, maybe I would have got the phone calls.
But they shouldn't be like that. The experience alone was traumatic.
Yeah.
People shouldn't just assume because, I'm going to say this, people shouldn't just assume because you are gifted and you choose to tap into that God essence of strength that they should not also be the hands and feet of God. That's some deep shit right there.
Cause you need to know, what did I do and what am I doing to keep going? Because you never know when you're going to be in my shoes.
Because it's like hand in hand.
Yeah.
We all could help. Now, give me an example. I'm going to ask y'all this. Y'all been through this situation, right? And I'm sure you guys have some people in your circle that didn't show up, but you expected for them to show up. Y'all gonna show up for them? Because I know motherfucking show. I ain't show up. Are y'all gonna show up? Because here it is. Y'all experienced it firsthand.
Yeah.
And I am sure
yeah.
somebody in your circle gave you an excuse. Oh, I don't do funerals.
Yeah. And they wasn't there. And that's people that I could say you grew up with. When I mean same bathtub, and you wasn't there at my child's funeral. I don't care if you don't do funerals. And I'm like I said, we're protecting names here.
Right.
But I don't care if you don't go to funerals. But if your other half is there with me from the beginning of this person was with me the day my child took her last breath. When I mean other half. I mean, y'all should have said womb. This person was with me from the time my child died until the time I buried her. And you tell me you won't be there. Now we blowing your phone up. We blowing your phone up to let you know this child had not passed away because we sisters. But she didn't answer the phone that one time. But we spoke that morning before she died. And I said, you know what? She said, no, I'm going to come. I'm going to be there within 3-4 hours.
Right.
Your other half showed up, but you didn't show up. When she passed away, they called your phone, blow it up, never answered.
Right.
Your family called your phone, never answered. If I said I got a phone call from March 26th into this, what day? August 19th? I didn't get a phone call. I didn't get a how you doing, sis. I didn't get, I'm sorry I didn't show up Sunday night, March 26th to see Bree take her last breath. Even if it wasn't there to see, no. You didn't call me to say anything to today.
So do you give these people grace?
No. I'm going to be like, I'm not Jesus and I'm not God. Okay? But at the end of the day, I'm not going to hold a grudge.
Right.
Because I was taught as a little girl, the more heavy your heart is, you're too heavy to go up to heaven. Release them for yourself and not for them.
Hello.
Because their grief, their conscience will catch up to them. And when the time comes for you to call me and say, hey sis, no, bitch, it's been 4 months.
Right.
There is an expiration time when it comes to grieving, when you're not there for that person. Don't wait 5 or 6 months later on and say, I'm sorry I wasn't there. I can't go back and dig her up and say, let's do it again.
Oh, wow.
I can't do that. You didn't miss her wedding or her birthday. You missed her funeral.
Right.
And that's 2 people I had to talk. Well, one I spoke to this week and let her know how I felt. Because my heart was so heavy, I had to call her and let her know. Did Bree do something to you? She said, no, why would you say that? Did me, my mom, or my brother did something to you? She said, no. What's the issue? Why didn't you come to my daughter's funeral? Because I stood, my feet was swelled up. I stood with your family when you guys were going through the hardest part of their life. For 2 weeks with my daughter who was still in treatment. My daughter was sweating because she's not in school or in the hospital. Well, she wasn't in the hospital at the time, but she was home. She could have been home in the AC doing school, but yet I'm here with you, with your family, trying to help you guys grieve a loved one that passed on for 2 weeks. Where you guys didn't have to do nothing on your end.
Right.
I did it from the time he passed, this person, until I had to bury this person that's not even my family member, because I don't want you guys to go through nothing. And mind you, I haven't gone through death yet. Now, when I'm going through my own death, you guys act like I wasn't even, oh, okay, she repassed? Okay.
So you're touching on something. This is like a whole nother segment. That will probably take another hour. But now that I'm listening to you, it's almost like people experience grief double.
Differently.
You're experiencing the grief because of the actual person that you're grieving, and you're also experiencing the grief, the friends and the family that you expected to be there and to support you, to lean on and to catch on. They're not there. So how?
Grieving that part?
So
baby, I only grieve my baby.
Right, but like
I don't grieve friendships. It's either you heal or you not heal.
But it has to make you feel some type of way, though.
I was born by myself, baby girl. I'm gonna die by myself. That made me stronger. Cause that showed me who you really are. I was never someone that had a big circle of friends.
Yeah.
So I never took anything personal when someone don't show up for me. I was always like that. Cause I never had that oh my God, I'm gonna lean on my friend. Or I'm wishing you call and cancel. Cause I'm already in bed. I'm trying to go to sleep.
Right.
You know, so I'm not someone that would sit there and say, oh my God, I'm gonna put all my faith in that one person or my friend circle. I never had that growing up, so I'm not used to it, so I'm not going to miss it. So my biggest loss is my daughter. After that, fuck the world.
Right.
You
So
know?
with all of this, are you guys okay? Like for real?
No.
I'm not gonna say I'm not okay
It's not
or
like
okay.
it's not like you're not okay. It's like you're alright. You're okay.
You learn how to deal with it.
Yeah,
But you're not okay.
You're not
You
not
have
okay.
to. You have to deal with it.
Why are you not okay?
You're just not okay.
I haven't gone to the cemetery not one time.
Because the person that the one person that you want to be here,
It's not.
is not here. You don't want to see a picture.
Yeah, you
don't want to.
You want to hear a voice.
You don't want to watch a video.
Yeah.
You want to hear a voice. You want that touch.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I broke down on Wednesday because I seen her picture on my phone and I'm like, I don't want to see your picture. I want to see your face. Like, I want to come to the house and you meeting me at the door, telling
like
me
always.
all the things that you got and how you can't wait to start playing and how we start sitting down and we doing our puzzles, we watching TV. You telling me about some stuff that you looked up that I didn't know what the hell about. You know, like that's what you want. You want that person to be here.
So you're okay, but you're not okay.
You're okay because you know
okay.
that they're okay, but you're not okay because it's like a piece of you is just ripped
and I know
from you.
and I know she's okay. She came to me 3 times. She said she's okay. When I didn't want to listen, my grandmama came to me and told me.
So okay, so when you so she's passed away. What does come to you 3 times mean?
When she passed away that Sunday, I want to say that Tuesday.
Or transitioned.
When she transitioned, that Tuesday she came. Till today, I can't tell you if it was a dream or what it was, because at the time you're numb. So I remember I'm laying in the bed and then my door's always open. That shows the hallway by our bathroom. She stood there all in white in an all white gown, lift up her gown and showed me everything was back to normal. There was no tube, no swelling, no nothing. Turned around and showed me, because even her areas were so swollen she couldn't sit down.
Wow.
And then I looked at her and said, so you're not going to talk to me still? Because you left us and you ain't said not one word to me. She smiled and walked away. I said, okay. The following week, my dad had it worse. My dad said I better dig up another hole because he's not living here without his baby. But
wow.
We seen a 360 in my dad. He said Bree came to him and told him, Grandpa, I'm going to see you soon. And I said, Bree, not too soon. Right. We just buried you, so not too soon.
Do you believe people can come in a dream and take people?
Yes.
That was said to me.
Yes.
They told me if she come to me in my dream
and
she reach out her hand to me, do not take her hand. We're from the islands, so I believe that shit. If you take her hand, they're gonna find you cold and dead.
Yes.
I believe in that. So she have never came to try to take me away with her. Knowing the kind of breed she was independent. So she came and showed me she's fine. Second time she told me she's fine. We actually talked. Remember when we talked? We hugged. I smelled her. I felt her.
Wow.
And we spoke. And I said, Bree, how do you feel? She said she was scared when she first transitioned, but she felt a relief. There's no more pain.
Wow.
And she felt at peace. That's why I'm at peace. I was still in bed. Then my following day or two, my grandmother came to me, and she said, and we came from a very strong, rooted female in my family. We're the strongest of all the men in our family. I never met my grandmother on my dad's side. Never.
Really?
Never.
And she came to you in a dream?
Came the thunder in this lady's voice. Okay? And I wanted to wake up and I couldn't get up. I could feel the pressure. And I'm like, and I feel the whisper. Till now, I hate when people whisper in my ear. I get that. Stop. And she'll said it with mean thunder voice. Wake up. Your daughter said she's fine. She's with me. I'm going to give you 2 weeks from that service to get your ass up. Clean up. And be the woman that this family have brought you up to be.
Right.
She's going to be fine. She's with me. You're going to meet your daughter one day. Yeah. But she did not want you to grieve. My dumb ass. So, Bree, you want to tell on me?
So, what would be because we spoke about a lot. We unpacked a lot. Emotions up and down. We also educated people about, what is it called again? Wilms tumor. And the experiences that this thing is rampant and it's unfortunately taking some kids early at a very young age. What advice would you give someone, like a girl wake that ass up, if they experience death, mom, dad, uncle, grandma, whoever, if they experience death last week, 3 weeks, 3 months, a year, 2, 5, whatever, what would be like your girl wake that ass up power statement to them?
Just try to be strong, because there's not really nothing you can say. And like I told you when we had our meeting, you can't tell someone who's grieving how to grieve.
Right.
You can't tell me, that was told to me, like I told you, this is not normal. Bitch, what is normal?
Right.
Tell me what is normal and I'm going to show you normal. My normal, like I told you, my normal is not your normal. Why are you telling me to be a person that I'm trying to be, but I can't? But you've never been in my shoes. And I pray you're never in my shoes. So we're in no position to tell the next parent, get over it. Stop saying that. Stop saying, oh, but you have about 4 other kids at home. Stop saying that. That's ignorancy, because you have 5. Let's say you lose one tomorrow. Are you going to feel the same way? No, you're not. Because you just, that one piece of your heart is gone.
Yeah.
So the ones who have not lost a child, don't ever walk into a parent and tell a parent, well, move on. Oh, it's going to be okay. Oh, they're in a better place. We know that. We're not stupid. We know they're in a better place. They're kids. We know. But don't be ignorant with it. Stop saying it's not normal that I'm not grieving, or I'm not. Who said I'm not grieving? Yeah. Because I went to work 2 months after my child died. That's not normal. Because I'm not crying when I say Brianna. That's not normal. Because I have the powerful statement in my voice when I talk, and I'm not ashamed to put you in your place. I'm not normal. Bitch, find a corner and go sit there.
Hello, you better sit down.
Because normal for you is not my normal. And I'm going to show you what normal is.
Normal for you is not my normal.
It's not.
It's the truth.
That's a girl wake that ass up right there. Normal for you is not my normal.
It's not your normal. And if a child having cancer don't wake your ass up, I don't know what would. And the girls who wanna, and people that wanna comment, like that lady made, stop. This is what hurts me the most. Stop speaking on other kids. I don't care if we beefing, me and you. Yeah. But for you to make a comment about a child who is going through cancer because you're beefing with the mother is uncalled for. For her to say that comment under that post and saying, tell that lady, don't worry about mine, worry about not bearing your child, because at least mine is healthy. What? That was...
Humans are that evil? That would say that to another mother? That.
And I'm like, I don't care. Yeah, maybe she spoke on your kids. I don't think it was that serious, because the conversation was about, I think, DCF or something like that. Maybe you did leave your child home, but I don't know. Maybe you don't feed your kids. I don't know. But to say that to somebody, worry about yours, don't worry about mine. At least mines are not sick.
That's
it's not total universe evil. Something. Because you might be in that same group next month asking us, how did we deal with death? How did I deal with cancer? Because now you're wishing cancer on your own kids.
That's evil.
Oh, she said that, pride. And they went ham on her. Oh, I said what I said. Oh, okay. I ain't said nothing, because God said if you got nothing to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah.
So I let it be. I just, you know what? I said, look, friend, I'm going to go ahead and log off. Yeah. Because this ain't for me. It's not for me. You're behind social media talking all this.
Yeah.
Not in the group. You're behind social media telling this lady's child that you wishing death on him. You know, she didn't say it like that, but saying don't worry about mine, worry about not burying your child.
That's a problem, though.
That's a problem. At least mines are healthy for now.
There's something
Be careful
called karma.
what you say.
Ooh, child.
Be careful what you say. And people are very ignorant because they feel like because they're healthy and their kids are healthy, they will never be in the position.
They're inseparable.
Do you not know my daughter was healthy from the time she was born until she was 6 years old?
Yeah.
Did we see that coming?
No.
Do you not know you have kids that's under 6, under 14, and under 18 that can still get cancer? Let her say, I said what I said. That's okay. I'm not going in no more. So that's called ignorance. You're ignorant.
Yeah.
Because you're angry, you say stuff out your mouth. That's why I said the tongue is a very powerful thing. Be careful what you say. But you know what? Like I said, we're not God, we're not Jesus. I am going to turn the other way and I'm going to keep doing me. I'm not a morning person, but I'm always smiling. I'm always joyful. Even at work, people are like, how are you? It's 6 a.m.
Yeah.
You come down always like, good morning. And they're like, ugh. Some people turn a corner because they see me coming.
Well, I think it could be because you've experienced something so deep. Like, you understand and you accept that life is a complete gift. Like, you're here in this physical body. In this physical body. So, Bree, what would be your girl wake that ass up moment for somebody?
I really don't, because I just woke up like, what,
10 years ago?
You better be honest with the people.
Remember, people don't change until they have to go through something in their life.
You better be honest.
Yeah.
Because for me, this is my second major death. My first was my mom, and that took me out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not ashamed to say it. That took me out. Like, I didn't have a girl wake that ass up moment because I was just so angry.
You couldn't wake up.
I didn't see it coming. Yeah. I was so blindsided. I think the biggest thing for me is to be blindsided by something so big. Mm-hmm. So I was just so blindsided by it. So for me, I had to do a lot of healing, and my mom had to come to me in a dream and tell me, yeah, you need to let me go.
Yeah.
Literally just like that. She's like, Briannie, you need to let me go. It broke my heart to hear her say that, but I knew what she meant by that.
You have to.
Like, I had to let the hurt go. Like, I had to let, her not being here anymore go. And it's hard, Like, for some people, grief has no time. It has no limit. Mm-hmm. You will grieve forever. Oh,
yeah. Yep.
You don't get over it. You just know how to go through it day by day. Yep. Yeah. And you just know how to cope with it. Literally, for me, it's just every day. That's I wake my ass up every single day. And I fight every single day to just keep moving. Yeah. You think we want to go to work? You think we want to be keep going? No. I'm pretty sure if we had a choice, we'll be in bed, covers over my head, sleeping. Yeah. Because it's like, with my mom, I felt like I lost my soul. With my niece, I just felt like my heart is just completely shattered. Yeah. Like, I would never be the same.
Yeah, so we're like, why am I even living?
Yeah.
Why am I even here?
I would
like, God, it's even reaction.
Yeah. At this point, it's like,
but we have a purpose.
Everybody from me.
Someone told
me
that.
Purpose. Keyword is purpose.
Someone told me that. After I lost my daughter.
Purpose.
She said that the reason you're still here is because you have a purpose.
Purpose.
When you're around me, I feel straight. I have a friend who lost her daughter. Just last year, she's still grieving. Well, she look at me, she's like, okay, you're the reason why I'm still walking. Sandy, you're the reason why I'm still going to work. Because I look at you and say, if she could do it, I could do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Our daughters are playing, and we both lost our daughters. Our only daughters. Like, she have no more kids, I have no more kids. She's like, if you could do it, sis, I know I could do it. Yeah. We have our breakdowns, we have our cries, we have our screams. It's okay to scream.
We gotta wrap up, y'all.
Yeah, you're gonna have those. You're gonna have those. You're gonna have those cries. You're gonna have those screams. You're gonna have those moments. The most I could say, allow yourself to go through those moments.
There's no time.
Don't suppress those moments, because when you suppress it, as years go on, it's just gonna get worse, and you're gonna blow up, and you're just gonna be a ticking time bomb.
Here's what my girl wake that ass up would be. It would be, girl, take your time. Mm-hmm. One day at a time, one step at a time, one breath at a time, one day at a time. And something that we do as women, Caribbean women, black women, Asian women, I'm doing a whole thing as women, even though the panel is all black women. We know how to wake that ass up and get shit done. To the point that we do not face the problem and grieve. You need to grieve. Face it. Yeah. Let me tell you, I know I didn't tell you guys my experience, but I'm just now grieving my mom's death 11 or 12 years after she passed away. Why? Because I worked and I worked and I worked. If any of you that is watching or listening to this podcast and you made it to the end, if you have a family member that just transitioned, take your time and feel those goddamn emotions.
And if you don't, let's reach out.
One day at a time, one step at a time, one breath at a time. It's your girl T to the short with my two co-hosts today, Miss
Bree Simone
and
Sandy.
the warrior. Y'all, this woman buried her daughter and is working in a hospital, baby unit, and giving out birth certificates. It doesn't make any sense. Sandy, are you mad?
I am mad.
All right, y'all.
Yes,
Thank you for tuning in.
Bye.